Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video. Today I'm gonna be making hot pot, vegan hot pot. So it's really chilly and rainy today in Arizona. We're having a storm front, so I'm gonna be making my take on a hot pot. So we're gonna make two different style soup. One is gonna be kind of like traditional Chinese hot what do you call it soup or broth, and then the other side I'm gonna do untraditional kind of like a tom yum broth, and then I'm gonna make whole different types of dipping sauces. So let's get to it, and then I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is make our broth, which is gonna be I'm gonna be using this. I got this from a Vietnamese market. You can find it in Chinese market also, but you can use any broth that you like. A lot of the non-Asian brands kind of like, I don't know, this has a little bit of MSG, so it tastes extra. So it has an extra umami flavor. So anyways, I will split it in half. I like to do half broth and half water. Oh, I can already smell this. This is so yummy. I think that's a good amount of water. Then we're gonna add a tablespoon each of mushroom powder. Then, okay, so like the Chinese style, traditional, I guess, I'm gonna put a few star anise, but I'm gonna put it into like this sachet that I use for tea. I'm also gonna put some cloves, maybe about 2 or 3. And then a little bit of coriander seed. Not a lot, maybe about 10 pieces. Then I'm gonna take some ginger and just smash it. I'm gonna put some ginger in here too. And I have a serrano, I like it spicy, so I put serrano chili. This I'm gonna just cut it up and put it into the, okay, so I'm gonna prepare the sachet, put it into this side. Then I had this mala sauce, mala, M-A-L-A. I made this by taking some ground Szechuan peppercorn, and I took some Korean chili peppers, chili flakes, the one that I made kimchi with, and I heated about 1 cup of vegetable oil, and when it got to about 350 degrees, I took it off the heat, and then in a metal bowl I just poured it over the chili flakes, and that's how I got the sauce. So the Szechuan peppercorn will give this kind of like a numbing flavor. And then to make it really extra aromatic, I have onion. I'm just gonna cut, put some in here, put some on this side. And then on the Tom Yum side, I got this from the Asian market. It says vegetarian, so it won't have any shrimp or fish sauce in it. So I got this. It smells so good. I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons in here. So I'm gonna put this on the stove top and let it kind of come to temperature before taking it to the table with the portable burner, because you don't want to waste butane, right? Heat it up before. One of them, I'm gonna make like a peanut butter sauce. So I'm gonna take about 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'm gonna add some vegan oyster sauce. And some soy sauce, maybe about a tablespoon. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm just gonna mix this. Oh, and also chili like sambal sauce, maybe about a tablespoon. This is gonna be yummy. And it looks a little thick, but it'll be okay because once you dip your vegetables and things into here, it'll get soupier once the soup gets mixed into it. The second one, I'm gonna take some Chinese preserved pickles. This one's made in Taiwan. We're gonna put some of that. And some chili black bean sauce. Mix this well. I'm gonna add some water to this. About 2 to 3 tablespoons. Third sauce we're gonna make, we're gonna kind of go Korean with this one. I'm gonna take some of the Korean bean paste. Not a lot, just a little, maybe about a tablespoon. And then about 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of gochujang. Gochujang is the Korean chili paste. Then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Since the chili paste is kind of sweet, I'm just gonna put a little bit of brown sugar, maybe about a tablespoon. Then a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of sweet rice wine. And some sesame seeds. Toasted sesame seeds. Mix this up. We have our 3 different sauces here. Some yu choy, which is Chinese greens. I have some Napa cabbage and some watercress because I love watercress, and some baby king oyster mushrooms and taro. I have some fried tofu, and then I have firm tofu, fresh tofu. And I also have some kimchi mandu I made before from the previous video that's frozen. And then I have some mung bean noodles. So I'm gonna put some of the taro in here. It's gonna take the longest. What's also good in here is sweet potato. If you have some sweet potatoes, oh, it's so delicious. So basically you just start putting things in and you're blanching it, kind of boiling it. The tofu, I like to leave it in there, the fresh firm tofu. I like to leave it in there a little longer. Yes, Samantha? To soak up that flavor. And then I'm gonna put some of this. And this seems like it's a lot of vegetable. I mean, a lot of food, but it's all vegetable. It's all fiber and water, so it'll take a lot for it to fill up. A lot of this to fill up, and then after you go to the bathroom once, which is right away because it's all fiber, you'll feel light again. So once it goes in here and it starts wilting, you can eat it right away. And you don't have to worry about like things being raw. Like when you put meat in here, yeah, you want to be careful. But since this is all vegetables, you can start, if you like it crunchier, you can just start eating. But I like my vegetables cooked a little more in here to get all that flavor. So this one's the spicy kind of like Chinese style. At the end, you taste that numbing flavor from the Szechuan peppercorn. And then this one, the tom yum. Ooh, that has a little tang to it. You can taste like the lemongrass and the limes that's in the sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this yu choy first. And I'm gonna try it with the peanut sauce. You see how like the liquid comes in here a little? And then it'll kind of like, might need a little more liquid. Delicious. I'm gonna try the chili black bean sauce this time with the mala soup base. I'm gonna take some of the preserved pickles and I'm gonna eat it with the green. That's good too. Now I'm gonna go with the Korean sauce. I'm gonna have Napa cabbage with it. Mmm. So good. And I love watercress in this. I'm gonna put some watercress. The watercress, you can eat it right away. You don't want it boiling too much. Just let it wilt in the sauce, and you can go from that. I kind of like the peanut one. I like to have an extra bowl round to get like the watercress out and the greens. If you don't want to get it cooked too much. So good. And it's so healthy for you. As long as you don't eat too much of the sauce, because there's a lot of sodium in the sauce. Take some mushroom. If it gets too hot, you can always turn down the heat. Oh, the mushroom is so yummy. I'm gonna take this tofu. Oh, I should have cut it a little smaller. I'm gonna eat it with the Korean gochujang and doenjang sauce. You see how like I dip it, but it's not like inundated with sauce. A lot of it falls off just to coat the top for flavor. Because the soup themselves are very flavorful. And then the vegetable, just kind of dip it in here again to warm it up. This peanut sauce is really delicious. And I like to put my noodles at the end because they kind of soak up all the soup. So if I put it in the beginning, you know. The taros need a little more time. No, I think they're just about done. There's some more cabbage. They're gonna get overcooked, so I'm gonna pull them out. The mushrooms and tofu, they can hang out in there. Okay, I'm gonna take the taro. Oh, one of my favorite things to eat in here is taro. So give them a little poke, and if there's a little give, then that's when the taro is done. this one is done. I'm gonna have it with the peanut sauce. I love taro. Now I'm gonna go for the soft tofu, the fresh tofu. This one's gonna be hot. Oh, so good. Then I have the pot stickers, the kimchi ones. They're frozen, so I'm gonna put them in there and let it go. Oh, and this cabbage, the Napa cabbage. The Tom Yum one, this cabbage is freaking awesome. You really don't even need the sauce when you eat the cabbage right out from the Tom Yum soup. Watercress. See, I'm halfway done and I'm not even full. Because once you cook down the vegetables, there's not a lot of salt water and some fiber, you know. And then you get the protein from your tofu, which is a complete protein. This is very healthy for you. Just don't eat a lot of the dipping sauce. That's where all the salt is. I'm gonna have this with the Korean dipping sauce. Delicious. And then eat the tofu, the fried tofu. With some preserved pickles. It's gonna be hot. So delicious. 1 minute. I'm gonna go get me a drink. So recently, I got myself a soda stream because I like to drink seltzer water. But once in a while, I'll treat myself by making this Yuja-cha, which is the citron made with Chinese citrus. And Koreans drink a lot of that. So I diluted it with a little bit of water, add a little bit of sugar, and it kind of like made a liquid form so that my homemade seltzer water can mix with it, and I make yuzu soda. And I don't mix it in here in the bottle because once you pour it into it, it just kind of mixes, and you see this? So delicious. It's very refreshing. I don't make it too sweet either. I just put about 3 tablespoons in here of the syrup, and I filled it up with the it's so refreshing.